Okay, guys, so rant time. I'll just come out and say it. So I'll start with a backstory and all that. Uh, a week ago, I was supposed to see Destroyer 666, and it was canceled in my city because of racism and all that. I don't know, some kind of like Antifa type of group or something complained. So it was supposed to. So then it was moved to another city, but not anymore in that other city because turns out the whole tour was canceled in Spain, and it was because of that, because of racism. And so apparently, a friend of mine, he said that some singer from douchebag band called Lujuria, Lust in Spanish, if you guys want to know that. Anyway, so singer from that band, he complained, and and then apparently someone put like an article about that band Lujuria, that like pointing out their hypocrisy, that their letters are sexist and misogynistic and all that, as to show that they're ones to talk about canceling if they also have offensive lyrics and all that stuff. Now I heard a little bit of Destroyer 666. Not enough to consider myself a fan, but I heard enough to consider them a band worth checking out live. And yeah, the lyrics, they don't sound racist or anything. I've read the lyrics, and no, the lyrics are just like any good old thrash band would put out there. About politics, never conforming, um, being your own person, all that good stuff. And I also, sorry, Dan Thorough was about to make me sound like I got punched in the balls or something. So anyway, apparently from a video I saw, uh, it was about the singer KK Warslut, really crazy name. So it was about him complaining about Islamic immigration and all that stuff, and it's changing the culture and all that stuff because no shit, it actually is. Don't have anything against Muslims and all that, but when it starts influencing the culture of the country that they're coming into, that's when anyone would have a problem, or anyone would have a problem with that actually. And there was nothing wrong with that. Besides, he wasn't ranting on the people. You could be from wherever you are, Morocco, Iraq, Afghanistan, what have you. But the rant was on the religion, Islam. So what Mr. Warslat was saying is that we're all okay with criticizing Christianity and talking shit about it. Why not Islam religion? Besides, aren't all of us metalheads? Well, I mean, most of us like anti-religion and all that stuff, and that we should be our own god and all that. Because if we're anti-religion, then we should criticize all of them. I, for one, I'm a person who doesn't give a shit what religion you are. You could be Muslim, Christian, pagan, believe in the Nordic gods and or whatever the fuck you want. I could give two shits about that. So anyway, yeah. So the main thing about my rant is the cancellations. where the fuck does it end? What limit do we have to reach? So, not that long ago, what was it, like in 2015, 2016, somewhere around that time? Uh, the whole thing with Rob Flynn and Phil Anselmo about the I'm whispering it because who knows if it'll bring trouble to this video. So yeah, about that thing with Seek Hell and all that. And then there was that thing with Mr. John Schaefer of Iced Earth, with him being in the Capitol riots. And now this. So again, I ask, like, where does it end? And also, why you pick on these bands, Pantera, Iced Earth, and then Destroyer 666? Why pick on those bands and not pick on like black metal? Because black metal, it's not just one band or two. It's a shit ton of bands, but since it's less known, less commercial, and all that, uh, guess people forget about those bands and just focus on the ones that more people know. Like Machine Head, Pantera, Iced Earth, all those. Yeah, and also, look, about the John Schaefer thing. It's like, hypocrisy right there, because if he was in the riots for Black Lives Matter and all that stuff, oh, you guys would clap at him. Way to go, bro. Give him a pat on the back and all that stuff. But no, since he was in the Capitol riots and Orange Man Bad and all that stuff, you guys demonize him, and Eisters is, infamous and all that stuff. Oh, and Pantera, I know that Pantera's back, and I think in one of their concerts, someone waved the Confederate flag. And Phil Anselmo, I think he called out that person, and that they don't want any trouble. Well, because obviously we live in such crystal era, and obviously Pantera wouldn't want to be canceled again. Well, they weren't canceled, but they wouldn't want that shit happening to them. So of course they tell someone to put away that flag. Look, I saw a band here in Spain. The guitarist had a Confederate flag on his guitar. No one gave a shit. No one gave a shit. They just enjoyed the band, and that's exactly what we should do. And same with Ice Earth. If the man is a Trump supporter and he was there in the Capitol riots, leave him the fuck alone. Man, agree with him, disagree with him, whatever. Let him be. Let him play the music that you like and all that. Now, musicians or bands that people like, I wouldn't blame them if they were, hating on them and all that stuff. Um, Mr. Chris Taylor Brown from that shitty rock band Trapped. Now, that one I can understand if people would be coming after his ass because of what he said about supporting. Well, not that he said that, but him kind of supporting pedophilia. He said that he would give a high five to a 15-year-old who just slept with his teacher. So, that's pedophilia right there. And if he's like praising it or something, then obviously you wouldn't want to hang out with that guy or anything. And for this one, I'm getting out of the realm of rock and heavy metal. This is rap music now. That douchebag Travis Scott. Now that guy, that is a guy where I would definitely understand if people hated him, canceled him, and all that stuff, and not because of politic bullshit and all that stuff, political bullshit. No, it's because of his actions from that concert he did 2 years ago. People started falling and being trampled, unable to breathe, and all that. And around 10 people died, one of them being a little boy. And he just continued singing with his shitty ass auto tune, and he didn't give a shit that there was an ambulance right there. He even told his fans to beat up someone who stole his shoe. And also after that incident where people died at his concert, yeah, he looked like he was drunk out of his ass or something, and rubbing his forehead. I don't know why the fuck he was doing that. He was like, "Oh yeah, my fans, like they mean the world to me." Fuck you, man. So yeah, that man, Travis Scott, that guy right there, he's a person that you should be canceling, that you should be angry at. And obviously, with what he did, I don't think anyone would give a shit if he were Republican, Trump supporter, Biden supporter, or what have you. I think they would only care and only hate him for what he did at that concert. Yeah, and also the canceling and all that stuff, censorship. Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, but whether or not the lyrics are offensive, the imagery, something a musician said, those kind of things, it's like if you cancel one or two, you're gonna have to cancel a shit ton of them, and you're gonna have to cancel everyone because everyone is going to then find something else about some other band, and then another, and all that. It's like that South Park episode where Kyle and Cartman were gonna talk to the Family Guy creators, writers, I don't know, and then Cartman was saying it was something about an episode where Muhammad came out or something. And then Cartman said, yeah, if they pull that episode out, they're going to have to pull out other episodes. Um, Someone else is going to ask that they remove episodes about Hispanics, Asians, blacks, and all that. And it's true, because if you pander to one person, one individual, then you're going to have to pander to another, and the cycle never ends. So yeah, that's the end of my rant. Let's hope we stop with this bullshit. Let's not let it ruin metal. So yeah, that's it for me, and as always, keep it metal.